Hi everyone, Gianni Di Poce here with you for TheoTRADE, and today is Tuesday, January 27th, 2026. We are seeing a split tape in the market today. You have the S&P and the NASDAQ showing some pretty notable leadership, especially the NASDAQ, due to the recovery in the tech sector. This is something that we've been tracking very closely, but it's not time to fully celebrate yet because I'm looking here at the March contract for the NASDAQ 100. And if we can close above 26,098 today, that would represent the highest daily close going back to the start of November. That would be a significant improvement, but it's not cause for full celebration yet because I still need to see a new all-time high. That being said, the NASDAQ is benefiting from a rotation out of the Dow. It's up almost the same amount that the Dow is down. And so money is coming back into the tech sector. You see semiconductors continuing to show strength, SMH, the semiconductor ETF hitting another new all-time high, and XLK is seeing a very strong bid once again. And we can attribute the strength in the tech space to the Magnificent Seven. You know, we have a lot of headline risk this week, especially, but key earnings reports from several, or I should say a handful of the Magnificent Seven companies. I mean, just look at this ETF though. The Mag 7 ETF hasn't done anything since mid to late September. So this is a really big market moving development that's underway right now. So whether you look at Tesla, which is set to report this week, Tesla's been trying to break out of its range. Apple, which is coming up strongly off of that higher low. Meta, similar story. You have that higher low closed yesterday at its highest level since early December. Or even Microsoft. You know, these are market moving stocks that have basically done nothing for several months. So if we just completed a correction through time instead of price in the Mag 7 ETF, this is really the opportunity that I have been waiting for to see bulls really seize the occasion because like I said, a lot of headline risk this week. It's not just earnings. You have the Fed rate decision tomorrow. You have potential government shutdown looming. You have domestic turmoil, geopolitical risk, you name it. There's a laundry list of reasons why to be cautious in this environment. And so, you know, seeing tech come back to life, that's a really good sign for the bulls. So not out of the woods yet. Still need to see the NASDAQ hit a new all-time high, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000 here because it has been the leader as of late. Kind of quiet today, treading water. The fact that it's just going sideways here a couple of days after the all-time highs is a really good sign. In terms of individual trades, you know, I've been picking off some opportunities. I shared this idea in DigitalOcean Holdings in the TheoTRADE main chat room. Picked that up late last week. Really nice start to this week. Some tremendous upside follow through. This is a tech stock and it rallied to its highest level in years. An example of the rotation taking place in the tech space. So this is a most welcomed development for sure. Over in the Trinity trade, we're seeing a nice bid come through on this stock setup that we shared a couple of weeks ago. Influence Energy, big move here to the upside today, up over 8%, was up double digits earlier in the session. So let's see where it can close out the day, but a beautiful setup on this energy slash utility stock, you know, battery storage related to the whole AI thing. I like that theme still as well. But speaking of energy, some tremendous developments in the crude oil space today. So been talking a lot about the 60 to $62 level of resistance. Well, right now we're above that, and this could represent a massive opportunity to capitalize on an emerging and very new and young bull market in the commodity space. Now, we all know what's happened in gold and silver as of late. I mean, you're not going to catch me chasing this move here in gold or silver, especially, you know, when you have mining, the mining ETFs kind of treading water and not leading to the upside. So I'm still being very cautious here, but over the last few weeks, we've seen a lot of leadership and strength near term only from the energy sector, whether it's XLE or XOP. But one of the issues that we've had with the leadership over the last few weeks is that it's not really continuing beyond a week because we've had leadership from basic materials, from industrials, from real estate, from energy, and then the next week is something new. So let's see if tech's, renaissance here can stick beyond, yesterday and today, and even carry over into next week. That would be a pretty tremendous development, if you ask me. Now, I do want to also take a look here at cryptocurrencies, which are trying to come up off of a higher low. If we can hold above that low from November 21st, that's a really good sign. Ethereum actually showing a bit more signs of life than Bitcoin today. Do have a couple like starter positions in this space, being held very lightly because I'm not exactly that excited about it right now. That being said, I do think crypto by the end of this year will have a better performance result compared to precious metals. So good things trying to happen here in cryptocurrencies. But again, just big picture, a healthy element of skepticism is still warranted until the NASDAQ can hit a new all-time high. But based on what I'm seeing on some of these Mag 7 names, I mean, even NVIDIA coming back to life, trying to break out of its range, Broadcom showing strength off of the rally from the lows there. It's pretty good things happening. And then, of course, we're still going to be paying attention to some of the setups in the uranium space because I don't think that theme is going away. If it's energy, it's looking good. And again, if we're in the early stages of a new bull market in crude oil, that's going to translate to tremendous strength in the oil ETFs and consequently individual oil stocks. So that move hasn't really started yet. It's kind of just starting to sprout. So there's plenty of time. There's no need to act hastily. We'll look for the best setups, wait for those stocks to show up in the Trinity terminal, and go from there. And so that's what I have for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Wishing you the best for the rest of the week with a lot of headline risk. And I hope to see you in the TheoTRADE chat room. That's all for now. Take care, everyone.